on forward. Now, I know some of you who have actually watched and or followed know I was promising some Call of Duty, but we had a little issue there. So, I'll give you a brief rundown. 1, Modern Warfare is an excellent Call of Duty. Still one of the best. But it came just before Call of Duty started developing a more focused storyline for its games. So consequently, it occurred to me that that might not be the best one to broadcast, even though that might be the best one. So, tomorrow, we're going to be rolling with the Call of Duties. But today, I thought, what the heck? If we're coming back for more, why not load up on a little more Spider-Man? Let's do what works. You know, people are, I hope, enjoying it, and we're kind of moving forward with it now, in a good way. We're making all kinds of great progress, so we're going to keep on that roll. That's the upcoming plan, so we'll see how it goes. But, so, given that I basically changed my stance on this, Call of Duty, we're going to be starting with tomorrow with World War II. I think, as far as the story-oriented ones, that's the best. And we'll be going from best to worst with our broadcast for Call of Duty. For now, since we're relaunching the channel and we want to get a good stockpile of videos for people to view, I know not a lot of people have turned in right now, but I'm hoping people will have turned in a little later, you know, or maybe tonight if they're bored and winding down. I know that's usually what I do. When I'm bored during the day, I tune into my favorite streamers and watch stuff they've already put up. I don't normally watch them when they're broadcasting, which isn't, you know, I usually watch them when I got nothing else better to do, but I like to wait until they have a nice stockpile of videos for me to view, you know, so I can keep moving forward with the story. At any rate, there's a lot going on in the city since we last picked up. For those of us, you just joining us, we had a string of violent happenings not that long ago.
I've got my problems with Sable International, but when they're fighting demons, we're on the same side. Hey, I'm not with those guys.
The mayor's rally was bombed. Jefferson Davis lost his life. His son is rather distraught. We met Silver Sable. He's not a nice person. The mercenaries are currently setting up military checkpoints in the streets. They're not much better. They don't like Spider-Man very much. They don't like me.
Glad I was here. Demons were gonna overwhelm those Sable agents. But it was fun.
We discovered Martin Lee is behind the attacks. He has some issue with Osborn. We're not sure yet, but we can't go after him, or at least the police can't go after him because there's no concrete proof. So we're gonna.
News just in. My source.
He's corrupted. Gotta go easy on him.
Tear off their skin. Show them.
I'll call this guy an ambulance. Hope they can help him.
All units be advised, we have reports of an active bomb situation. Officers needed in Koreatown.
But basically, there's a lot been happening. So we're on the hunt for evidence of what Lee is up to, and a positive connection that we can then. Blech. Sorry, I can't speak. I'm getting tongue-tied right now. But tangible evidence that he's involved with demons, so we can pursue him more aggressively. Anyway, so we're going to the Feast Center to check the one place we haven't checked just yet, his office.
Bomb triggers wired in series.
So we're about to get evidence of Martin Lee. Let's search the one place we haven't searched yet, his office. So
gotta hurry to disarm
hopefully we're gonna be able to get all that taken care of. Oh shit, I'm on the block with some bombs here. Got everything this time.
Yeah, Spiderman! I mean, thank you for the assist, citizen.
Anytime, officer. Anytime.
Otto's also given us some info that he may have a lead that will pan out for getting us back on track with our robotics project. So, here's hoping. And, we should be meeting a new big bad later, Mr. Tombstone. I'm not overly familiar with him. More comic book enthusiasts will be, so hopefully they'll enjoy that.
Can't forget to stop by Feast.
We have
Need to get a look at Lee's office.
goodness going on. We're on our way to Feast for Martin Lee's office, but we keep getting stopped. There is plenty to be distracted by. You know, lots of crimes being committed. The city's pretty chaotic at this point. That's the side quest.
Possible 207. Witnesses reporting an abduction. Incident is active in Dutchtown. Over.
Peter.
So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh.
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy. Might help him, too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
I'm just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to. I should check out Lee's office.
They got a good Aunt May for this.
Glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in there.
May said you were at the bombing. I was praying for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. This office is locked. How do I get in there? Quietly.
I don't feel safe in
Maybe there's a vent somewhere. Huh. Never seen that room before. Whoa, what the? High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
I understand, but the account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information. No, I don't know when that will be.
Lee did so much for New York. I can't believe he was hiding such darkness inside him. That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's journal. A key. Wonder where the lock is. Lee sounds conflicted. Almost like he didn't want to head down this path. The shrine in the photo is missing the picture. Looks like this note is for May. This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that could only be mastered through balance. Some kind of puzzle lock. That seems right. Oh, I see.
Ooh. I'm glad that was easy.
Whoa. What are you hiding, Lee? Lee sure is obsessed with masks. Is it a Jungian thing? Like, he needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out? Pretended to be a demon, until he became one. Lee's giving his powers to the others. How does Lee imbue these with his power? Bioelectric induction? Compressed phase shift? This is all about Norman Osborn. His whole career. Lee must have been obsessed with him. This article is decades old. Must be back when Oscorp was first founded. Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. Creepy. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Can feel my power growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, that he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence. One more. Police had found this. Or May. Don't want to think of what could have happened. Now, how do I get out of here?
Hello, Peter.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
Get that.
Thank you.
And heading off again shortly, I'm afraid. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborne rally. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you are both safe.
Amen.
But the bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be. Well, I should go.
Well, that
When will
was
you be back?
definitely ominous as hell.
When my work is done.
Some vague answers there, Mr. Lee.
Wait!
Mr. Lee's up to no good. It's a damn shame. He seems like such a stand-up guy, and then all this deep, dark shit starts coming out.
Captain Watanabe,
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
what am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack plan.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey. Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
Wait, remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more, but I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah. See ya.
Dinner? What should I cook?
Man, there's been no crimes for a while. I'm waiting for the next assignment, just swinging around like a jackass here.
Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Parker, exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like, now?
This is my defining moment. Can't wait to show you.
Cool. I've got dinner plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay. Be right there. Wonder if this means I have a job again. Guess I can stop by, just for a minute.
Let's see what Otto's got for us. Exciting stuff.
Hey, Doctor.
Hello, Peter. I'll be just a minute.
Wow. Look at all this new stuff. Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texidor. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again. Where did you get all this equipment?
Called in every last favor. Took out a few loans. It's like we're starting over once again. But this time's going to be different.
You've been busy.
Just getting started. You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were when we can make them better? Okay, I think that should do it.
Alright, let's see what Doc has for us. It looks like we're getting off
Ready?
some promising new starts.
Everything okay?
Damn it! This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
It was a good joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test.
Otto's really having a rough time of it.
So, hope you don't
Feel
mind me
pretty
asking,
bad for
but
him.
it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history.
We were lab partners in college. Became friends. Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world, just in different ways.
Wait, you were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp. In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and, well, it is a catchy name.
Well, why'd you leave?
Norman became more and more obsessed with genetics. He started a project I considered unethical. And there was this... Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for a settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work...
Don't worry. It'll work. Let me just fix this up.
I'll brew some fresh coffee.
Ooh, coffee sounds good. Yet again. Maybe after I finish my beer.
Be sure to run a diagnostic on the control unit. Could be a short.
Huh. No good. Gotta reroute this circuit.
Alright, we'll get this rerouted and have Otto happy as a clam in no time. Well, that's not gonna work either. Well, hot damn. Bingo. Figured it out. Jeez. Oh, talk about an interesting puzzle. Bingo. Problem solved. That was tricky. Time to get back to changing.
Why don't
the
you do
world
the
with
honors
Otto.
this time?
I think we did it.
Next step, neural interface.
That's a lot of work for you to do by yourself. Sure you can handle it?
Apparently not, judging by today's debacle.
Because I still haven't found another job.
My funds are still...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right?
to changing the world.
I love these two. They have great relationship.
Call from MJ. Doctor, I need to go, but I'll be back later.
Don't worry, the work will still be here when you get back.
What's that? Wonder if I could 3D print a web shooter.
What is this stuff, Doc? Looks like armored plating.
Defense prototypes. Fascinating, really. AIM has requested a number of samples of my work. Who am I to deny them my genius? Ah, kidding, of course.
I don't like the sound of that. We know from comics and other things AIM is shitty.
We've been focused
Or
on
shady.
limb replacement. Connecting nerves at severed extremities, replicating the function of lost appendages. But what if instead
Let's
we
poke
gave
around the
people
office.
something they've never seen? Something straight from the mind. Unchain all of us from the bodies we've been born with, and instead unleash the awesome power of our minds.
Wait, is this the raft? Are you doing work for the Supermax prison?
Indeed. They're soliciting bids to modernize their security grid. Figured I'd try my hand. Lucrative contract, and a satisfyingly difficult nut to crack.
Doc's working on some kind of advanced hypodermic delivery system. Maybe to help with implant rejection? I don't know, that's a big needle.
A lot of tech here. Not all of it great. Not all of it is good as what, you know.
Advanced idea mechanics. Doc, are you sure it's a good idea to accept grants from AIM? Their rep is pretty shady.
Beggars
Oh
can't be
shit.
choosers, Peter. Once we're on our feet,
After
we'll reevaluate our funding.
seeing what AIM was up to in Iron Man 3, I wouldn't trust them.
Doc really does want to imagine a better version of man.
All these fantastic logos that he's coming up with.
Really glad Doc let me store things here after the whole eviction thing.
Oh, Peter. I noticed you keep track of Spider-Man's foes. Smart. Easier to craft countermeasures that way.
Last time I fought Scorpion, he asked if I knew what my skull looked like from the inside. Then offered to show me. Super fun guy. Huh. Electro was the first legit super-powered villain I fought. Till then it had been regular guys in fancy suits. Electro was a big change. Big change.
Well, indeed he was.
Gonna miss that humorless grimace.
Are you? Are you though?
Mob enforcer turned walking tank. Rhino's racked up enough property damage to destroy Manhattan 3 times over. Vulture might be the smartest guy up on this wall. Not smart enough to duck 3 consecutive life sentences, of course, but still pretty brainy.
That's an assessment I can agree with. Got an impressive amount of foes on the wall. Impressive assembly of characters.
Man, I remember the first day I interviewed here.
In some sad, sick way, the City Hall attack may have done some good. Norman's approval ratings are sinking. The people are starting to realize their beloved mayor only cares about himself. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to wake people up to the truth. To finally see the monster they themselves elected.
I wouldn't fixate on Norman like this. Interesting method of structural reinforcement.
That kind of fixation definitely can't be healthy. I think we've seen all we need to here. Let's move on. Hopefully Doc will start getting his shit together and we'll have some impressive robotics to play with when we get back. Onwards and upwards.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. We still on for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, yeah. I was calling you about something else, but yeah, we should talk over dinner.
Offer still stands for me to come over and cook.
Oh, really? Well, I like to take risks. I'm still out, but I'll grab some stuff at the store and let you know when I'm home.
Okay, talk soon. All right, dinner at MJ's. No expectations. It'll be hard to screw this one up. Guess I'll just freelance for a while until she calls.
Attention agents, this is Control. Need an update on the situation in Madison.
Demons are firing on CCP Bravo. Need backup.
Thanks for saving our butts, Spidey. You're welcome, scary fascist soldier.
I have to tell you, Triple J, I used to think you were exaggerating the danger to the city, but after the City Hall bombing, I gotta admit, you were right.
A lot of people have been telling me that, congratulating me, but I don't want congratulations. I would have loved to have been wrong, or better yet, for those in a position of power to have listened to me and done something. But they didn't, and I'm not sure they'll listen now. Unless concerned citizens like you and I make ourselves impossible to ignore. Stand up! Take your city back! That's the only way we can ever be sure that justice will be done. That, and listening to me every day!
Well, you keep tooting that horn of yours, Jameson.
Officers respond. We have a kidnapping in progress.
These cameras aren't cheap. If Felicia's really strapped, why is she leaving them lying around?
I love making you chase me, Spider. Someday I might even let you catch me. Just not today.
Oh. There we go. Damn, I was about to say, wherever she's hitting this one,
Cat
she's
does enjoy
good.
playing games with people, especially me.
She's definitely playing games with you, boy. Wow, I totally went full on Arthur Morgan there for a second.
MJ.
Wrong game, folks.
All right, I picked up a bunch of stuff at the store. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Swinging over now. Prepare to be amazed.
Where's my money, boy? Alright, let's go see what MJ has for us. I'm sure she'll have an exciting tale of where she was and what she was up to, as well as new information for where we need to go next to deal with Martin Lane.
This is Stable Control.
Following
Need
up
a
all
report
the
of the
best
situation
ones.
north of Houston.
Need reinforcements at Outpost Foxtrot. We're taking fire.
Peter! You are not gonna believe what happened. So you know that address you gave me? I went there.
MJ.
I know, but wait.
What is this?
Just listen. this is the address.
Hello,
Pete
new
found.
watcher. Hope
Men are
you're
all carrying firearms.
enjoying what you've tuned in for.
What is this place? That office. Might be something inside that connects this to Lee.
Time to do some investigating.
Huh?
Oh,
What was that?
wow, that was...
What dumbass can't put their shit away? Bet it was happy. Almost shot a rat.
Need to get this guy out of my way.
Martin Lee's really paying the boss?
Yeah. We build this war beast for Lee. Lee finances the boss's new venture.
Well, you better clean your slag off that sloppy well. Boss sees that, he'll be pissed.
Yes, I am, Lawrence. Trying to get through. To the best of my abilities. We got a lot going on.
Yo, Rick!
Moving fast and learning hard.
Need to get into that office.
So what's the boss doing with the money from his Lee job?
Grave dust, man. All that cash is going straight into grave dust.
What are they building? Is this all for Lee?
Only samples. Boss is still perfecting the recipe. Man.
Careful.
It's got a kick.
Man, that has got me nervous, to say the least.
I hear something. What was that?
Easy does it. What kind of vehicle needs tires this big?
I've never seen...
Where is it? I swear I left it over.
Cardboard boxes have never made me so damn tense.
Yo, has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
When do we get a new recip saw?
Okay, good.
Hey,
What is this? Some kind of military hardware?
Some seriously shady shit right here.
There's the office. A lot of men in the way, though.
Yo, man. Why's the boss being so intense about putting GPS trackers on everything?
Protecting trade secrets.
Wait!
Oh, damn, I was doing so well, too.
Office must be to my right. Need to move careful through here. Those barrels seem important. Alchemax. Why is that? What's in these?
Holy smokes.
Boss, come on! We'll never know.
Oh boy. There he is, Tombstone.
You're right,
Bit of a
Rick.
freaky deaky crazy dude.
Won't notice.
Not very familiar with him. Comic book
'Cause it
readers
won't
might
be
be
there.
more.
God damn it! I said I'll fix it! Ah! Ah!
You got some stones, Rick. Let's see if they break. Such a disappointment.
Now I need a new welder.
Can't turn back now. Need to get into that office.
I'm okay.
Come on now.
Am I hearing things? Am I hearing things?
Made it.
Yo! Watch my back!
Blueprints. An APC. Building for Lee. But why does he need an armored vehicle? There must be something else in this office. Here we go. GPS trackers. What is Tombstone using these for?
Shady
All right,
tech
boys.
over here.
Time to move. Get the gear from my office.
Time to go.
Well, now we got super-powered
Okay, I want to say don't ever
biker
do that
henchmen
again,
involved.
but since I know you're going to anyway, here. Take a few of those next time.
Nice.
Is what it is.
Thanks.
You know Tombstone is crazy and pretty much invincible, right?
Everybody has their weakness. Mine is whatever you're cooking right now. It smells amazing.
The chicken curry. Just needs some time to simmer.
No dumplings, I hope.
We got a lot of back and forth with
You're
this
never gonna
relationship.
let me live that one down, are you?
But at
Nope.
least in
The
the
great
context
dumpling
of the story,
catastrophe.
it does make
I still can't believe they
a good deal of
evacuated the
sense.
entire building.
I know, and in January, too. Your neighbors hated me.
Yeah, they were pretty happy when we broke up.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about what you found in Lee's office.
Well, Lee clearly has issues with Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but
Yeah, who doesn't in this story?
why?
A lot of people have issues with Norman
But his
Osborn.
next move looks like it involves
Norman
Devil's Breath.
Osborn doesn't go out of his
Whatever
way
that
to make
is.
himself
Yeah.
a very likable guy
I'll dig
in
into
this
it.
story. But then again, I've never known a Spider-Man continuity where
So I
he
was thinking-
has. So, there's that.
What if we teamed up?
What, you want to be my sidekick? Like a Spider Girl? Spider Woman?
No.
Woman.
No, not a sidekick. A partner.
Oh. Not again.
Damn it,
Hey, it's
Peter.
your crime system thingy. Looks like a residential break-in.
Charles Standish.
That sounds familiar. Oh, Oscorp CFO. Wait. You don't think this has anything to do with Lee, do you?
Sorry to cook and run.
Wow.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Just wow.
Where do you want me to,
Just the couch is fine.
see you later?
Yeah.
Whoever made our other comment didn't make it on YouTube, so I can't see it. I wish I could see the second comment. I'd love to respond to it. But we're gonna move on and try and deal with this Charles Standish situation. So, Tombstone's involved, as I said. Not super familiar with him. Seems like a bad dude, nearly invincible.
Hey, it's me.
This curry is legit.
So what do we know about Charles Standish?
Let's see. Chief
Your
Financial
average kind of
Officer,
run-of-the-mill
Oscorp,
henchman dick with
single,
impenetrable
known for his
skin.
art collection.
About all I know
If
for,
Lee's
about
after
him.
him, it's gotta be related to Devil's Breath.
I'll run a search on everything in that
But
file.
now we're on the heavy
Let me
hunt
know the second you
for
find
more
something.
evidence on Lee.
I think Lee might be planning something even worse than City Hall.
So, are we
For those
partners
tuning
now?
in, Mr.
'Cause
Lee,
it sure feels like we are.
who was the
Partners.
head of the charity center,
sounds
is
good.
pretty
Okay. See ya, partner.
stand-up guy all around, turned into a massive, super-powered villain. His alter ego is Mr. Negative. I don't know much about the comics, but what I know about Mr. Negative in this is he's got dark energy powers that allows him some type of mind
I got
control
an
over
interesting
people.
tip today. Remember that barbaric beast named the Rhino? Apparently last night he almost escaped from his cell in the raft. How, you ask? Well, no one there seems to know, but they assure me he's been relocated to a more secure cell. Now, I'm no expert on Supermax prisons, but isn't the whole point of them that there isn't anything else more secure? I mean, he's a 700-pound maniac with an indestructible horn. If there's a more secure cell, why wasn't he in it?
Well, good old J. Jonah. Always love hearing him rant, but man, the poor man needs to take some blood pressure pills. Jesus, that's some bad shit right there. Oh, we got another comment. So far I can only see 2 out of 4 comments. This is really upsetting. I wish I could see the other ones. I'd love to be able to say something back to the people. But for now, while I'm waiting for them to show up, we're gonna beat some thug ass. Try and get to this guy. You may notice I like using impact webs a lot in my plays because I find the easiest solution is often the best.
You guys stay here.
Now, when possible, later on when things get more difficult, I'll try and use a larger array of gadgets, but for now it seems like the best route to go, stick them to the walls, decommission them as fast as possible. Those impact webs are a real lifesaver in most cases. Oh boy, we got someone who's not doing well on the ground.
You're hurt. I'm okay. But you gotta find Mr. Standish, fast. Those guys in the masks kidnapped him and forced him up to his place.
I hear you.
He lives in the penthouse, top floor.
Okay, sit tight.
I hear you, Lawrence. That comment I saw.
Glad you're here.
I do enjoy a variety of gizmos, but I'm all about fast and efficient, especially in combat, and especially for broadcasts like this. I want to get the enemies out of the way as quickly as possible so we can have some good, honest-to-God, meaty story bits to enjoy. Ooh, got that guy good. So we're moving right along with everything. Anyone just tuning in should know that Martin Lee is Mr. Negative. He's not a great dude. Norman Osborn is a dick. Demons are assholes. Tombstone is crazy and invincible. That's all the current updates I have for everyone. And right now we're beating ass trying to save one of Osborn's lackeys. Why? Because he might have evidence on this Devil's Breath shit that Lee seems so intent on grabbing. Now, at this point, we don't know what it is. And I say that because, well, I'm not in the spoiler business, and Lawrence really shouldn't be either when watching broadcasts. But I'm glad he's here to offer some input and provide commentary in the comments section to keep the dialogue engaging.
Wait, you guys work here too? This building is serious about parking enforcement.
So, in all honesty, sure. I do know what the Devil's Breath is, but I'm not going to say nothing for those who haven't experienced this yet. Because this is mostly for them. That's why we do it. For the people who haven't played the story and can't afford to buy a copy, or the people who maybe this just isn't your game type, but you really want to know what it's all about.
Up through the elevator shaft.
Hopefully, for those people, we're providing a good, entertaining experience that everyone
should be able to make it
enjoy.
up to the penthouse from here.
Get down from there, bad boy. So all these jackasses are rubbing to the wall. I wonder what happens to them when the elevators decide to decide. It strikes me as that's a bit of oversight on Spider-Man's part, but who am I to argue with the fabulous world of superheroes where things don't necessarily need to make sense?
Stay out of the light. Nice and easy.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on ahead because we don't need to punch every jackass sticking his head out of an elevator door.
Tall building. Firebombs? Seriously? Move! Uh-oh!
Ow, damn, that firebomb prevented me from getting out of the way. That really sucked. That's unfortunate. But we haven't had many mistakes on this playthrough, so...
Firebombs? Seriously? Move! Uh-oh! Not good.
Alright, let's do this. Of course, they're already here.
There's Standish.
Okay, now what?
Enter your password.
He sounds nervous. Maybe I should take him out.
That's 2 jackasses down, and we're going for... Let's go get maybe a 3rd. Uh-oh. He's in visual range of somebody. Oh, quick, get him while he's not seen. What? Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That's another one bites the dust. Safe to take out, let's do it. No one's paying attention to this jackass. Time for him to disappear now too. And another one bites the dust. Now someone's getting suspicious. Bam. Another jackass down. How many more jackasses do we have here? Oh boy, wow. Like a whole group of reinforcements just entered the room. Now that's some bullshit. Look at all these cute little cocoons I got strung up here. Time to get the big guy out of the way. That took a lot of webbing. And another one bites the dust. Who do we have left? Anybody? Oh, this jackass over here. go. The weakness of generic goons in every superhero henchman game, their inability to look up.
Sleep it off.
He's the last one left, and I don't see any other way, so... Takedown.
Okay, all clear. Hope Standish is alright.
Well, they usually seem to think just fine. They go and investigate noises, they, you know, do all the usual stuff that, you know, thinking people are supposed to do. I mean, they may not be smart, but they can think. There's a difference between thinking and being smart. Just because you can think doesn't mean you're smart. Stay down. Oh boy.
Let's try this again.
But yeah. So far in all the superhero games, whether it's this or Batman,
what were they after?
They are just unable to look
financial
up.
records.
And they know
about Devil's Breath?
How do you know about that?
Their particular enemy.
I don't even know what it is.
Likes high vantage and all that. You'd think
for years, but
one of them might just take a peek.
Keeps the whole
just
project
a peek,
a secret.
You know?
I'm the only one who has any record of it.
Not anymore. Looks like they copied some records to a secure server. Payroll information. On a Dr. Isaac Delaney. Who is he?
I honestly don't know.
Down!
Come on, come on!
Wait, the elevator!
Oh boy, here we go.
Hold on! Almost got him! Try to fall slower! Gotcha! You okay?
Yeah.
I do like this so much better. I did it the first time with the quick time events and the button prompts.
You know,
now, all I have to do is smack a button at what seems like the right moment. Any button, doesn't matter what, and it works. So, for those of you who aren't a fan of quick time events, Lawrence, who's watching the video, I know especially, is not a fan of them. Remember that. This is an ultra fun way to do it, because you still have to press a button, but it doesn't matter what button. Your time limit doesn't matter. You still feel like a badass because you hit a button, you did something.
I didn't get much out of Standish before these
it
Sable guys
the
stepped
whole
in and told me to back
usual,
off.
Oh,
what's the
here's
deal?
a little timer. Hit this button, react fast.
Because he knows about Devil's Breath.
Honestly, I don't mind it, but
whatever the hell
I
that
understand
is.
people's sentiment about it, having done it both ways. It is pretty shitty, so.
A lead? You sound like a cop.
Don't you mean Spider Cop? Yuri?
You deserve that hang-up. Buddy. You definitely deserve that hang-up.
Peter, what happened with Standish?
He's safe.
Okay, good. And the demons?
They were looking for a name. You got a pen?
Yeah, go.
Dr. Isaac Delaney.
Okay. Who is he? What's his deal?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I'm on it. Just give me a few. Oh, and before I forget, you left that tracker from Tombstone's at my place. I'll drop it at Dr. Octavius's lab. Let you know what I find on Delaney.
Alrighty. So we've made some good progress in this episode. I think we might be in for one or two more. I don't want to get overly crazy with it. But we are making good progress tonight. I did know to note that we did plan to do Call of Duty, and as I said at the beginning of this video, those will come tomorrow. I just had a revelation that Modern Warfare Remastered came before really the era of story-oriented Call of Duty, so it may not necessarily be the most entertaining broadcast to put people through, as good as the game is. So, for the sake of discussion, dialogue, and just more interesting gameplay, we're going to stick with a story-oriented Call of Duties, and we'll be kicking off with Call of Duty World War II
Sorry
first.
to call so late. My
Here's
mind's
Doc.
bursting
Let's
with
pause for a minute.
ideas. We've been thinking too small, Peter. Why replace missing limbs with facsimiles when we can improve upon them? People who've lost an arm understandably want it back, but we can give them something better. The human body doesn't need to be our default. We can go so far beyond it. Just some thoughts to conjure with.
Doc's really giving it both barrels. Hope he doesn't burn himself out.
Now that Doc's got our panties in a twist over all the exciting new inventions he's going to develop soon.
Hey, do you have time to check something out for me?
Everyone wants to talk to me now. So that's what I'm trying to do, a wrap-up.
A suspicious-looking box on a rooftop in Hell's Kitchen. I could call in the bomb squad, but if it's just some kid's science project...
Yeah, I know. Budget crisis, yada yada yada. So...
will you please check it out?
There's the magic word. I hope it's some kid's science project. Man, I miss those days. School projects are so much easier than real-life projects.
Alright. So, Call of Duty World War II kicking off tomorrow. We're going to start with, and this is my opinion as the broadcaster, with our Call of Duty kickoffs, best story to worst story. So, in that order, considering what's to come, we're going to start with Call of Duty World War II, then we'll do Advanced, then we'll do Black Ops, then we'll do Infinite. Best to worst of the story-oriented ones. And those are the ones I own. I know there's more out there. And then as far as Modern Warfare, when the new one comes out, I plan to get it. We're going to kick off a whole nother broadcast covering the backstory, the retcon, and the relaunch of Modern Warfare as a franchise. But that's a discussion for another day. In conclusion, to wrap up right here, we saved one of Norman Osborn's Devil's Breath scientist researcher asshats with a man bun today. I forgot his name. He wasn't very memorable, and who the fuck cares? What did happen that was interesting, we discovered Martin Lee has a far more sinister side than even we suspected in our chase for evidence for him, with his shady threat and the mind controlling of homeless people. And we got to witness Tombstone firsthand is a big, scary albino motherfucker who just won't die. So, lot to process, lot to look forward to. We'll see what we got coming up on the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in for more later. Have a good one. We'll take a brief break and be back for some more.